Net into 3D shapes, matching cubes to the net. What is it? A pattern that you can cut and fold to make a model of a solid shape. Why? Helpful in constructing and seeing how 3D shapes are formed. Interesting fact, despite the white fluffy appearance of polar bear's fur, which is transparent, it actually has black skin. So let's take a look at this what we're going to be talking about once again. Nets into 3D shapes, specifically cubes. Now let's take a look at the steps. Step 1, draw. What does that mean? Okay, that can mean different things for different people, but it means basically to do something. Step 2, visualize what it looks like. Step 3, compare to drawing. Now let's take a look. So let's go ahead and look at the net specifically. So we'll come back to the answers in a few seconds. So we now see that the red is the bottom because it has the blue dot. So let's go ahead and fold those faces together, or almost, so you can see the location of the faces. So the green's on the left, as you can see here. We have green there, we have purple here, we have blue here, and yellow here, with gray is going to be on the top with the red on the bottom. Okay, so now let's go ahead and discuss. And then my next suggestion would be to write down the colors so that you know what is, so it's easier to answer and visualize what's happening. So now if you write, you have yellow, green, purple, blue around the cube, with gray on top and red on bottom. So if we draw a circle, and every time you see, if you go around the circle, you have yellow here, which means the next color, if you look to the right, you have green. So if you're looking from this direction, you have yellow on the left with green on the right. Or if to visualize it better, you can see purple here. And what does that mean to the right? Right must be blue. So is that right? Yes, it is. Now if we take a look at blue, which is right here, and we go to the right, yellow has to be there, and there it is. So now let's go ahead, and what happens if you orientate the cube on the other way? So you make red the top and gray on the bottom. It's still the same thing. So when you flipped it, you're going to go ahead and flip the colors. As you can see, green stayed where it was, blue stayed where it was, and then red and gray switched, so did yellow and purple. So if we take a look here, we're going to go ahead and draw a circle around the colors. So if we can see, we have blue on the left here. Purple is going to be on the right, which is correct. Blue on the left. We go here, purple on the right. And if you go around the circle the entire way, that is what is going to happen. So now let's go. Now we've drawn what we needed to draw. We have an idea. We have a pattern to answer these questions. So let's go ahead and start doing it. So let's go ahead and read the question. How many of the 3D shapes match the net? Which ones do not match which one do not match? So we have we've put red on top this time. So in this particular case, we have and gray on bottom. So let's take a look at A. Okay, so we have gray on top. So in this particular case, this drawing doesn't work. So we need to move to the other drawing. Okay, so now we have gray on top, red on bottom. So that means on the bottom right here, which you can see is red. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at yellow. So if yellow is here, that means to the right must be green. So yellow, and to the right is green. So that means that is a match to my net on the bottom left. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at B. We have what's it called? We have red on top. So now we need to go ahead and switch to the other drawing, and so that means gray is beneath here. So let's take a look. Purple's here. Okay, so if we have purple here, that means to the right should be green. Oh no, it's blue. Okay, so this one, it doesn't match. Okay, so now let's take a look at C. We have gray on top. So that means we need to go ahead and switch to the other drawing that we had. And now we have gray and red. So that means below here, right here, where my mouse is, that is where you should see the color red. Now on the left side, we have blue. That means to the right, we should have yellow. And that is what we have. So that means C is a match to our net. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go to D. And in this case, we have red on top. So we need to go switch back to the drawing that we have. And then you can go ahead and then So take a look. So we have red on top, which means the gray is going to be on the bottom right here. Okay, so now we just take a look. We have purple here. So that if we take a look to the right, it should be green, which is correct. So therefore, this one is a match. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at E. And in this case, we have gray on top, so we need to switch to with red being on bottom. And we have purple in front. And so what should be to the right of purple? In this case, it has blue, but let's check on the drawing. We have purple, and to the right is blue. So that means this one matches. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to F. So we have red on top. So that means let's go ahead and switch to the drawing that we have. And then now we have green in front. That means, and according to the net in the picture, green and yellow to the right. So we have green here, and then to the right we have yellow. So this, once again, this one matches. So to answer the question, there are five of the 6 match the net, and 1 does not match. Okay, so with that, you should once again draw something, and if you're not sure, just draw anything. That is my suggestion to you. Now here it is your turn. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video so that you can answer these questions at your own pace, and I'm going to show you the answers in 3, 2, and 1. Here are the answers. If you got them correct, well done. If you didn't, then there's always tomorrow.